New details out of Sri Lanka after last weekend's deadly Easter bombings. The Sri Lankan health minister is lowering the death toll now from 359 to just above 250. ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attacks of multiple churches and hotels. Sri Lankan officials say that the suspected leader of the bombings was killed in those attacks. Authorities have released a cause of death for an Illinois boy found dead on Wednesday. The McHenry County Coroner's Office said Thursday that 5-year-old AJ Friend died from head trauma due to multiple blunt force injuries. Authorities say that AJ's parents, Andrew Friend Sr. and Joanne Cunningham, killed and buried their son on or around April 15th, just days before they reported him missing on April 18th. Court documents also say the couple allegedly forced AJ to stay in a cold shower for, quote, an extended period of time, and they may have struck him as well. They're both facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder. They're due to be arraigned on Monday.
Well, Oklahoma City police have released body cam footage from the arrest of a 10-year-old boy who led them on a car chase.
Get out of the car, shut it off, now, shut it off.
Well, the boy was taken into custody Tuesday night after leading officers on a 20-minute chase in a car they say he stole from his aunt. Well, during the chase, the boy hit a squad car in the curb before heading back down the street with a flat tire. Well, thankfully, no one was injured.
A man was arrested on Thursday after police say he stole a car and intentionally drove it into a preschool. This happened in California. A witness said that she saw the man yelling at the daycare staff after they refused to let him pick up his kids. Authorities say that shortly after that, he carjacked a woman nearby and drove into the side of the building.
I just run inside and then I told everybody, so everybody hid it, I was in the closet with a lot of parents and kids, everybody's crying.
Police say they caught the man after a brief foot pursuit. No kids were injured, thankfully, but one female staff member was injured and treated at the scene.
7:16, a measles quarantine is in effect for students and staff of 2 California colleges. The quarantines were issued this week at Cal State LA and UCLA, just days after a measles outbreak was declared in Los Angeles County. Nearly 200 students and staff are quarantined at Cal State and dozens more at UCLA. The LA County Department of Health says that those quarantined need to stay where they are unless they can prove they've been vaccinated through blood tests or health records.
You need to stay at a specified location, and you need to stay there until such time that you are deemed as not likely to come down with the disease, which is why for measles, it's up to 21 days after the last exposure.
The CDC confirmed 695 cases of measles in the U.S. this year, a high not seen in 25 years. Symptoms of measles include a rash of red spots, cough, fever, and watery eyes. Get this, a homeless man is being called a hero after rescuing people from a fiery multi-vehicle crash that shut down a Colorado interstate on Thursday.
Yeah, Darren Barton says that he was holding a sign on the street when he saw a semi-truck start colliding with other cars. He says he dropped the sign, rushed over to the scene, even as a fire was breaking out.
Yeah, but Barton insists, though, he is not a hero.
Yeah, I'm no hero. I just did what I hope anybody would have done if I was sitting down in there.
Local police said that multiple people were killed in that crash, which involved 12 cars and 3 semis.
It's a sound that proves that severe weather season is here. Tornado sirens are tested monthly in many areas.
Yes, but as KBC 9 meteorologist Neville Miller reports, the sirens are not designed to warn everyone about the incoming threat.
When severe weather threatens, this is a sound you might hear.
We activate them anytime the National Weather Service issues a tornado warning. We can also activate them anytime our National Weather Service trained storm spotters see a tornado.
Trent Pittman is the Assistant Director of Community Preparedness in Johnson County, Kansas. He says if you do hear sirens, have a plan and know where to go.
Just immediately head to your basement, your interior room, your safe place, your shelter, and just turn on the news, turn on the radio, and start looking for additional information so you can figure out what the threat is for your location.
When the sirens stop sounding, that doesn't always mean the threat is over.
Those sirens are active for 3 minutes, and then it's our policy to reactivate them once every 10 minutes for the duration of the tornado warning.
If you can't typically hear warning sirens inside your home during a tornado warning, there's a reason for that. They're only designed for those who are outside when severe weather threatens.
That's why you should have another way to get alerts inside your home. The KMBC 9 News app is one great option. So is a no-weather radio.
Once they push the tornado warning button for your county, these radios go off automatically, and it really only takes about 2 seconds for you to get that tornado warning in your home.
The best advice? Be prepared.
You could have a tornado in the spring, you could have a tornado in the fall. It could be 4 in the afternoon or 4 in the morning. You never know. So it's important to have a device in your home that's going to alert you whether you're paying attention or not.
Meteorologist Neville Miller, KMBC 9 News.
Certainly very important advice. Throughout the month of May, though, by our First Alert weather team, they'll be focusing on severe weather season.
Next week, we take a look back at one of the most violent tornado outbreaks in recent Kansas City history and the impact it had on our staff behind the camera. A deadly tornado pushed through Ruston, Louisiana on Thursday, killing 2 people and leaving potentially millions of dollars in damage to the Louisiana Tech campus. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards issued a disaster declaration yesterday, and authorities spent the day going door to door to check on residents. The National Weather Service of Shreveport has 3 damage survey teams out in the field assessing the destruction and determining the tornado's intensity there. Nick, it is severe weather season right now, and you have to be prepared.
You do, even though it's been relatively quiet here in Kansas City. We have all of May, all of June ahead. That's peak severe weather season.